Howdy folks, I'm Black Dragon, author of the book Prospects Bible, How to Prospect for a Traditional Motorcycle Club, Prospects Bible for Women, and the Motorcycle Club Public Relations Officer's Bible. You can get all my books on Amazon, Kindle, or from the websites prospectsbible.com, prospectsbibleforwomen.com, or mcprosbible.com. And I get phone calls and stuff all the time asking various questions, and the neat one I got today from a fellow was, does an RC or a riding club need permission from a local MC to start up? And the real question, that was the quoted question, but forgive me, I'm getting over a cold here, but the real question is, does an RC, oh my goodness, need a blessing from, what the guy is really asking is, who does an RC need to ask permission from to get started, or do they need to ask permission at all? And so he asked, do they need permission from a local MC? What he really meant to ask was, does an RC need the permission of a dominant OMC, 1%er, to start a riding club? And because that's what in the United States of America, that's what a 99% MC needs. It needs the permission or a blessing from a dominant if you don't want to have trouble and you want to be able to get along and be accepted in the various councils and motorcycle groups, motorcycle club sets. Typically you'll get a blessing from a dominant or from a local coalition in order to bring your MC into the fold and get along peacefully. So there are a few ways to answer this question, and so we'll answer it first of all strictly by motorcycle club, motorcycle set protocol. An RC is not typically thought of as being part of the motorcycle club set. So if you're not rocking MC on your back, if you don't have the word motorcycle club or MC associated with your organization, then as MC protocol, as the way MC protocol has always gone, typically, you don't need anyone's permission to become a riding club. So where the conflict comes is, what do you define as a riding club? And why are you trying to put your riding club together? So yes, dominants do become involved with riding clubs. But that's when riding clubs, and dominants and coalitions, and even motorcycle clubs, set clubs, local clubs, well, it can become involved in RCs. And that's when RCs decide that they want to look like and function like an MC. So if you're functioning like an RC, and the one I always like to point out is the Gold Wing Riders of America. Like, nobody bothers them. They are absolutely an RC. They ride around. You pay your money to get in, and an RC is typically set differently from an MC, because an RC, first of all, you pay to get in, and in MCs you must prospect to get in. An RC, you pay your money, you're in, you're a member, and in an RC there is no official expectation of family. There's no official expectation of brotherhood, in terms of this person will be your lifelong brother from now and as long as you wear your patch. And there's not necessarily an association of identity behind the organizational structure. So you don't see a lot of people running around screaming Gold Wing Riders forever, forever Gold Wing Riders, meaning the association to the group. Now they might be They might be forever on a gold wing, but they might, but the Gold Wing Riders of America is not necessarily their identity. And most social clubs, or many social clubs, don't even wear back patches. So that kind of a social club, if that's what you're trying to put together, you will fly fine. No one's going to mess with you. You don't have a back patch on in the United States. Now, I understand in other countries, they don't, 99%ers don't wear back patches. This is something I'm learning. I didn't know that. But when you start functioning like an MC, so you think of a RC, it doesn't prospect people. You just pay to get in, and you're weekend riders, or maybe you ride a whole lot and you have fun with it. But an MC is a higher order of the food chain. An MC, you prospect. Through that prospectship, you're going to develop a brotherhood. To that brotherhood, you're sworn to it for life. You're sworn to the bylaws, and you live a lifestyle according to a set of rules known as protocol. And this protocol is what keeps you bonded together as this brotherhood that will live with each other. Typically, as you become embedded in the motorcycle club world, you don't even have friends in other places, or you certainly don't make new friends in other places. Everybody is probably in your bike club, especially if you're in a national organization and you've got these people all across the country. So that's a higher level of sophistication and dedication. And then when you take this RC that you want to develop and you start making it look and quack like the duck of an MC, then people are going to wonder, well, why are you putting an RC together that looks like an MC? And so when you are putting that RC together that looks like an MC, now you're going to start to get the eyes of the dominants and the eyes of the local MCs, and that's when you might get regulated on, and you might actually have to have permission now to put together your RC. So think about it. When you put the back patch on, a lot of MCs and a lot of OMCs and dominants in the area will think, oh, these guys want to start a motorcycle club, but they don't want to go through the protocol that we've established for starting a motorcycle club, or perhaps we're not allowing any more motorcycle clubs on the set in this area. Is that right or wrong? Well, that is a discussion for the ages, but it is what it is. There are some areas where they have decided that there will be no more motorcycle clubs here, and you're not going to get one here, and if you try to, you could be taking your safety into your own hands. So some folks say, well, hell with that. We'll just be an RC, and we don't have to deal with them at all, and we'll put RC on our back. So by the fact that you've decided that you're going to now wear a back patch, you're starting to look like the motorcycle club. But the back patch in and of itself might not be so disrespectful. You put RC on it. In some areas, you float. But in other areas, they may look at you like, okay, they have back patches, and now they want to claim territory. Maybe you put your city on it. Now you're starting to encroach and look like that MC. So you got your city on it, and God, whatever you do, if you're in the United States, you don't put a state on there. That's absolute craziness. But some people do it. Now you got a real problem. Because the OMCs won't allow that at all, period, whatsoever. They don't care who you are or what you claim to be. So then maybe you'll make the next mistake that I see them make, and that is now you'll start hanging out at MC sets and going to the MC sets and participating in the dances and this, that, and the other, and lining up for the trophy count. And now you're operating just like an MC. And then you get a clubhouse and you throw a party night and you're inviting all the MCs there, and you're starting to function a whole lot like an MC. And then don't be surprised if you get regulated on. Don't be surprised if the OMC comes up and says, what the hell are you doing? Or don't be surprised if someone says, you know something, in order to do this that you're trying to do and operate with us in the MC set, RC or not, you're going to come under our rules, because you're functioning with us, you're operating with us, you're taking money from our set, you're bringing money to our set, you're cooperating within what it is that we do. So you're not really an RC at all. You're an RC maybe in name only. So if you want to be an RC, and be completely unmolested, and not have to come into the way that we run this social order, then act like an RC. And RCs are really very much a riding organization. I don't really see the BMW riders roll in with back patches and come hang out at a Black Sabbath event. Now, they may come and hang out with us, and we might do things like maybe at a motorcycle fall festival or something like that. You see people from everywhere, but you don't really see those folks coming in and hanging out with us and coalescing with us as part of our community and not want to come under our rules. So that's what you should think about when you're putting your RC together. And the back patch thing is really kind of huge. You don't want to set up your back patch to look like MC colors in terms of a 3-piece setup or states and all that kind of thing that you'll see. You want to stay completely away from that. Another thing you can do if you want to come in as an RC is go through the AMA, American Motorcyclists Association, I think is what it's called. AMA is a very, very old group, been around since the 1920s, very well recognized, respected by the outlaw MCs. So if you are an AMA approved RC, then you won't get a lot of flack out there as you're traversing the country. So hope I answered some questions there that I got from that gentleman who wanted to know that, and that took me about 11 minutes, 12 minutes to get that out. If you have any questions, feel free to send me any kind of comment, and I'll be glad to answer your question. If you find this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the page, and we'd appreciate that. And I will include in the comments any kind of way that you might, the links to get to my various books. My new book coming out sometime in about 3 weeks is going to be called The Sergeant at Arms Bible, How to Be the Sergeant at Arms of a Motorcycle Club. The Sergeant at Arms is the war chief of the motorcycle club and the person who puts down the discipline and ensures accountability within the MC. So I'm John Bunch. It's been a pleasure speaking with you this morning. Have a very productive day. Enjoy your motorcycles. Ride to live. Think more of we than of I. And get skinny.